Hey guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft Modern Warfare vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to go ahead and doing the Saab 37 Viggen with a crew of 1. Moving on over to its dimensions, a wingspan of 10 meters and a length of 16.4 meters. Its role as a fighter slash attack aircraft, and their built was a little over 300 at 329. Arms include one 30mm cannon, 6 hardpoints, and one U-95 pod. Engine right here, you can see a Volvo turbofan. Performance has a max speed of 2,231 km per hour. But anyways guys, that's it for this, and enjoy the tutorial. Hello ladies and gentlemen, Scared over here bringing you another Minecraft Modern Warfare vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and doing the Saab JA 37 Viggen. This here, also known as the Thunderbolt sometimes, is a retired Swedish single-seat, single-engine, short, medium-range combat aircraft. And development work on the type was initiated at Saab in 1952. They also used a delta wing configuration very similar to the Jazz 39 Gripen. Its first flight was in 1967 and entered service in 1971. And the Viggen holds the distinction of being the first carnal design to be produced in quantity. Pretty interesting. There were a bunch of different variants of the Viggen that was made. There was a maritime patrol version, a 2-seat trainer, and also an all-weather fighter interceptor aircraft, which is basically this one right here. It was pretty much a combination of all of those, and could be used for all those stuff. Basically multiple purpose, and could fly all weather, of course. And it was later retired from the Swedish Air Force in November of 2005, and was replaced by the Saab Jazz 39 Gripen, which you can see right behind this aircraft right over there. Anyways, this aircraft overall was really pretty interesting. I think it came out pretty good, and hopefully you guys do enjoy it. It's a pretty awesome aircraft, very interesting to say the least. And again, we got another Swedish aircraft, so that's pretty awesome. We have 2 Swedish jets now, which is pretty crazy. I think we have more modern aircraft built for Sweden than we do for UK or anything like that, so kind of crazy on that front. Anyways, this was a birthday request. I want to go and wish a happy birthday to Handball&Gaming _SWE for requesting this vehicle for their birthday, which was on the 30th, September 30th, and I am a little behind on that, so I do apologize for having this delay. I've just been busy. It's been hard for me to get tutorials out lately, and I've been doing my best, guys. You've probably noticed that there's been a delay in some videos here and there, and there's also been smaller tutorials I've been posting. I'm doing my very best to start getting ahead of that and all that, so bear with me, guys. I'm doing my very best, and trying to keep those videos consistent for you guys. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a little bit of a look at the aircraft, and we'll pop over into the tutorial for it. So as you can see, it's pretty awesome. It's got a nice shaping to it. I think it came out pretty good. Spent a good amount of time on the fuselage trying to get it right. I think I ended up getting a pretty relatively nice design for it. You have your jet engine on the back here, which is pretty awesome. Just a standard kind of jet engine on the back, nothing too crazy for it. It's just a single engine as well. You have your delta wing configuration. You can see that both sides there, and it has the Swedish Air Force symbol, which is basically a circle with what should be 3 golden kind of dots in it, or 3 golden crowns. But I can only do 2. I can't put one in the center, so I just went ahead and did something like that. It works for what we're trying to do. I mean, it stands out. You probably know what it is by looking at it. And overall, you can just see pretty nice design for it. Overall, I think it came out pretty good. Pretty good fighter aircraft, and it's a little bit bigger than the 39, but definitely still a cool aircraft nonetheless. So hopefully you guys do enjoy the aircraft and all that stuff. Again, happy birthday to Handball&Gaming _SWE. Almost said SJW there. So anyways, I hope you guys do enjoy the design, and without further ado, let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by starting off with our first layer, layer 1. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to our first layer here, we have technically what would be layer 3 of the build. It's our 3rd level up from the very bottom. If you include the armaments and stuff like that, we'll be adding to it. But we're going to go and start off with this layer, because I feel like it will be a lot easier for us to go ahead and build the other layers, and I'll give you a basic idea of how big this aircraft is going to be, and to make sure you guys have it positioned right and everything like that. So starting off with layer 3. Now, I want to go ahead and real quickly point out a few things for those of you guys that may be new to my tutorials. The first thing is that we're going to be building the airborne version first. I'll be showing you guys how to put the landing gear on a little bit later. Now, one key concept you guys want to get, and make sure you have this completely right, is to make sure that you build this layer at least 3 blocks off the ground. As you can see, this whole section here is layer 3 for the build. Make sure you have this 3 blocks off the ground if you're going to have this thing landed. Very important that you guys do so, because if you have it 1 block too high, it's going to be off the ground. If you have it 1 block too low, it's going to be inside the ground. So you want to make sure that you have that 3 blocks off the ground, and you guys will be good to go. Also, I will be building half on camera, half off, and it'll be up to you guys to, in between layers, copy what I did in the previous layer over to the air side and all that stuff. Makes the tutorials a little bit easier for me to go through, and all that stuff makes them faster as well. So basically, whatever we do on one side, you're going to do the air. This build is completely symmetrical, so you should have no problems doing that whatsoever. Alright, so let's go ahead and now get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go and place down a Blackwell block. We're then going to place down a second Blackwell block, followed by 2 nether brick top slabs, and then 2 end rods like that. As you can see, this is going to be at the very tip of the nose, and this is the very center line of the aircraft as well. These 2 Blackwell blocks, the nether brick, and all that stuff, that's the very center line of the aircraft, so you don't have to worry about it, not being off center or anything like that. That's the very center right there. With that done, we want to take our polished andesite blocks. We're going to go ahead and go back from this Blackwell block. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22 polished andesite blocks, followed by a stone brick upstairs stair, a iron trap door, and then 2 stone brick top slabs. Very simple stuff, just a nice center line there. And here's a little thing you can pause at if you need to. Make sure that you guys get everything right. Now, once you have that done, we're going to go ahead and go back over to these Blackwell blocks here. The first one right here that's closest to the front, we're going to place down a nether brick top slab coming off of it, followed by a nether brick upstairs stair coming off the second Blackwell block. After that, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 of these stone brick stairs going back. They're upside down like that. We then want to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 polished andesite blocks after those 8 stone brick stairs. And then we're going to place down 1 and 2 stone brick ups downstairs, followed by 2 stone brick top slabs going back like so. With that done, we then want to go ahead and go to these 2 stone brick stairs that are right before this row of 8 of polished andesite. We're just going to place down 2 stone brick ups downstairs coming off of it. So you should get something that kind of looks like that for the front there. And then along this whole line here, we're just going to go and take stone brick stairs. We have 1 and 2 so far. We're going to place down 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then after that 8th stone brick stair, we're going to place down 1 and 2 stone brick top slabs, just like that. So if we go ahead and take a look at this from above, we should get something that looks just like this. Very simple stuff overall. And once you have something that looks exactly like that, and again you copy that what we did on the one side over to the other side, which we did the right side. So you're going to copy it over to the left side, exact same thing. Then you guys are going to go ahead and move on to your next layers. The next layers we're going to go ahead and focus on kind of putting the armaments on the bottom, as I imagine a lot of you guys will want to put on. So with that, let's go ahead and move on to layers 1 and 2. Alright guys, so for this layer we're going to go ahead and build this all on camera. Now I may have to take a few looks back and forth just to make sure I get this completely right, but overall it's very basic. We're just going to be going ahead and putting some Sidewinder missiles on, and also a large missile. Which is actually intended for anti-ship capabilities, which was very common armament on these Viggens, which actually is a really clever idea if you ask me, to have, the Swedish obviously don't have a huge navy, so having planes equipped with a very devastating armament as this anti-ship missile can definitely turn the tide in any kind of conflict. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to this section here. Now we have these 3 stone brick stairs, these upside down stairs here. We're going to go ahead and go to the 4th stair right here, and the polished andesite block that's directly behind it, we're going to place down a stone brick top slab on the bottom. So you can see kind of from the side there how that kind of looks. You have your 3 stone brick stairs, the 4th one right here, and then the stone brick top slab, which is kind of underneath it like that. Now you want to have this, you have your first slab here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in total. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we want 6 going back in total. And we're just going to repeat the same thing over here on this side, just like this. And these are going to be the hard points here for where your sidewinders would sit coming off of. With that finished, for the missile that's going to be in the very center, very basic design for it. We're going to go ahead and start off by going in between, we're going to go ahead and go in between these stone brick top slabs right here. We're going to place down 1 quartz full block, followed by a second one that goes down. We then want to go ahead and place down another 2 quartz full blocks that go out toward the front, so you're going to kind of stick out one past it like so. We then want to place down 2 black wool blocks, followed by 2 nether brick top slab, and a nether brick half slab like that to create the very tip of it. After you have that done, we're going to go ahead and place down again 2 quartz full blocks like this going down, another 2 quartz full blocks going down, another 2 like this, and then another 2 like so. So basically you should have a row of 6 here of these quartz full blocks. When you get to this section, however, we're going to place down a nether brick upside down stair, followed by a nether brick stair like that. And then come off the nether brick upside down stair, we're going to place down 1 and 2 of these quartz top slabs. And then on top of these quartz top slabs, we're going to place down 1 and 2 quartz half slabs. Now coming diagonal off of this quartz half slab here, we're going to place down a quartz top slab like this on either side. Then go ahead and coming down, and at an angle here, we're going to place down a quartz half slab like this for the fence here for the missile. And it's going to be the same thing here on both sides, just like that. So overall, you should get a missile that looks something like that. A very nice big missile, definitely going to do some damage to ships. Now the next thing we have to do is we have to go and put this Sidewinder missiles on. Very simple design for this, nothing too complex, should be really easy for us to go ahead and do. Now what we want to do for this is we're going to go ahead and start off by going ahead and go into this stone brick top slab here. We're going to go ahead and kind of build this off at an angle here. We're going to place down a stone brick half slab that kind of comes off of it like so. We then want to place down a nether brick half slab that comes out toward the front, so you get something that looks just like that. And then on this first quartz top slab or half slab here, we're going to place down a skeleton skull come off the side like that. We then want to go ahead and place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 quartz half slabs after this one right here, so you get something that looks just like that. We're also going to go ahead and grab ourselves our placeholder blocks, and we're just going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate. That's going to be opened up here, just like this, coming off that quartz half slab like so. And on the very back of this quartz half slab, we're just going to place down a skeleton skull like that. Same design over here on this side. We're just going to go ahead and copy it over here. Very simple design. Again, you have your quartz half slab, your nether brick half slab, 1, 2, 3, and 4 quartz half slabs after it, and then you have your skeleton skull, and then skeleton skull come off that with that half slab there. And we also have our dark oak wood fence gate that we want to put in this section right here, just like that for the missiles. Once you guys have that all done, that's going to pretty much do it for layers 1 and 2 for the armaments. Very kind of simple stuff going on there, and it overall looks pretty good. And actually, we do have a few more things I want to go ahead and cover real quick. We do have a little bit more to this, which I almost actually forgot about, so it's a good thing I didn't. We will need to grab our polished andesite, stone brick stairs, and stone half slabs, and also some iron trap doors again. So what we want to do here is we're going to go ahead and go from this quartz top slab here. We're going to place down 1 and 2 of these iron trap doors. We then want to place down a stone brick upside stair, followed by a polished andesite block, and then a stone brick half slab, just like this. And it's going to create this little kind of fin part that kind of pops down near the back here. I'm not quite sure its purpose, but it is there, so we're going to go ahead and include it as well. And just to give you guys a side view of how this all looks, should just look something just like this. Very simple stuff so far. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for layers 1 and 2. With that, let's move on to layer 4. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to our next layer here, we have layer number 4. Layer 4, we have a lot of stuff going on. We do have the start here of our kind of like the main wings on here, and also again blowing up more of the fuselage. So we do have a lot of kind of stuff going on here, so be sure to pay close attention. We'll be able to get through it very easily. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start off by going to the front up here. Now on this nether brick top slab here that's on the very front, we're going to place down a nether brick half slab on top of it, followed by a nether brick stair after it. After the nether brick stair, we're going to place down 2 black wool blocks. On either side of this first nether or black wool block right here, we're going to place down a nether brick half slab, which will be directly on top of these nether brick top slabs. And then we're going to follow that up by placing down a nether brick stair on both sides like that for the nose. After that, going back from this nether brick stair here, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 of these polished andesite blocks. Now, if you guys do want to go ahead and kind of put the Swedish Air Force symbol on the side here, very simply, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some light blue hardened stained clay. Actually, we may even be able to use some blue wool. That might actually work really nicely for it as well. You can kind of pick and choose. I think I actually kind of like this blue wool a little bit better. I think it kind of stands out a little bit, but I mean, it's up to you guys on what you guys wanted to use for it. But you can use light blue clay or blue wool blocks. You guys can kind of see the difference here. You guys can pick and choose what you guys want to do, but just something like that to kind of form up the part of the symbol there, which we'll finish off in the next layer. So just like that, 2 of those blocks, followed by a polished andesite block. Now, when you get to this polished andesite block here, we're going to go and place down a wooden trapdoor on top of this stone brick upside down stair, and we're going to go ahead and open it up so it looks something just like that, kind of sticks out. And coming off this wooden trapdoor on the side here, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a wooden sign and place it down like that. After that, we're going to place down a polished andesite block, followed by another wooden sign. We then want to place down a black wool block, followed by 1, 2, and 3 polished andesite blocks. We're going to place down a yellow hardened stained clay block, followed by 1 polished andesite block, and on the sides here, this polished andesite block, this first polished andesite block right here, we're going to place down a stone button on either side. After this polished andesite block here, after a yellow hardened clay block, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 of these, 8 of these polished andesite blocks back, so you have a nice row of 9 in total, all the way along here, just like that. Now, when you get to this point here, going toward the insides, or, pretty much the insides here, we're going to go ahead and go to these last 2 polished andesite blocks. We're going to place down 2 next to it like that, so we kind of get the square here, followed by 1 more polished andesite block that goes back right here. Going to the very center on top of this iron trap door, we're going to place down a black wool block, followed by a second one, followed by a stone brick half slab. So you have 2 black wool blocks and then a stone brick half slab. On the sides here of this first black wool block, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull on either side. We then want to follow that up by placing a stone brick upside down stair, followed by a second one, just like that, going back there, and that's going to create the back here of the engine at this point. We then want to go ahead and take our stone brick half slabs, and we're also going to need to grab ourselves some stone half slabs. We're going to place down 1 and 2 stone brick half slabs, followed by 2 stone half slabs, just like that. Now, once you guys have that done, at this point here, we want to go ahead and go up to your second polished andesite block after this yellow stained clay block. We're going to place down a stone brick half slab that comes off of this polished andesite block, just like that, on both sides. We then want to place down 1 more stone brick half slab back. We then want to go ahead and go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 polished andesite blocks back, followed by 1 and 2 stone brick half slabs, followed by 2 stone half slabs like that, all going back like so. For your next row here, we want to go ahead and have an indent from the front here. We're going to place down a stone brick half slab next to the second one right here, and then 1 stone brick half slab back. We then want to follow that up by placing down 1, 2, and 3 of these polished andesite full blocks. Now, when we get to this point right here, we're going to go ahead and be putting in our the kind of like the start here of the symbol as well. So we have symbols on the wings. Now again, I kind of like the wool, the dark blue wool, a little bit better. So I think I'm actually going to go and use that. We're going to place down 2 of these dark wool blocks, followed by again 2 stone brick half slabs, and again 2 stone half slabs going back like so. With that all finished, we then want to go ahead and again go out an angle here, place down a stone brick half slab right here, followed by 1 that goes back. We then want to place down, we're going to place down 1 and 2 polished andesite blocks back. Actually, sorry about that, only 1 polished andesite block, and actually be after these 2 stone brick half slabs, we have a stone brick stair like that. We then want to place down 2 blue wool blocks, followed by 1 and 2 stone brick half slabs, and then 2 stone half slabs, just like that, going back. With that all finished, the next thing we want to do is you want to go ahead and place down a stone brick half slab, which will be next to the second one right here, just like that, followed by a second one back, like that, and then just a third one back like so, followed by 2 stone brick stairs like this, 2 stone brick half slabs, and then 2 stone half slabs, just like that. With that all finished, we then want to go ahead and go to these 2 stone brick half slabs. We're going to go to the third one. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stone brick half slabs, followed by 2 stone half slabs, just like that. After you have that done, again, we're going to go ahead and go out to the side here. We're going to skip these first 2 half slabs. We're going to go ahead and go to the third one right here. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 stone brick half slabs coming out like this, followed by 2 stone half slabs. After that, we're going to skip these 2 right here, go to the third one, place down a stone brick half slab out like this, followed by 1 and 2 stone half slabs back, and then 1 stone half slab out to the side, just like that. So basically, looking at it from above, we should get something that looks like that so far. We also want to grab ourselves some end rods and also some skeleton skulls coming off of this row 3 here of stone brick half slabs, that section right there. We're going to place down an end rod, followed by a placeholder block, like this. A skeleton skull come off the placeholder block. We're going to break that block and then place down an end rod into place. So you get something that looks like this like that on both sides, which is going to basically be the those kind of like points here, which will be partially part of the hard points we'll have a little bit later on that we'll put on. Anyways, guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for layer 4. And with that, let's go ahead and move on to our next layer, layer 5. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to our next layer here, we have layer 5. Now for layer 5, we're going to start off by going to the very front up here. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves another brick half slab. We're going to place it down on top of this black wool block that's in between the 2 narrow brick stairs here, just like that. After that narrow brick half slab, we're going to place down a stone brick stair, followed by 2 polished andesite blocks. On either side of this first polished andesite block here, we're going to place down a stone brick half slab on either side, followed by a stone brick stair like that on either side. Going back from that stone brick stair, we're going to place down a second one. So you get 2 stone brick stairs like this. We're then going to place down 2 blue wool blocks, followed by 2 stone buttons coming off those wool blocks like that. We then want to place down a polished andesite block, followed by a stone brick stair that comes off of it, just like that out to the side. After you have that done, we're going to place down one more stone brick half slab or stone brick stair back like this. We're then going to place down 1 and 2 polished andesite blocks. We're going to need to grab ourselves some cobblestone. We're going to place down 3 cobblestone full blocks, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4 polished andesite blocks. After those 4 polished andesite blocks, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 cobblestone walls. On the inside of these cobblestone walls, going to the first one, we're going to place down a polished andesite block, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 back, giving you a total of 6. We then want to place down a cobblestone wall like this, followed by 2 polished andesite blocks. On top of those 2 black wool blocks in the very center here, we're just going to place down 2 more on top of them, just like this, continuing that pattern of going up like that. Then we just want to go ahead and go to these blue wool blocks. We're going to place down 2 stone buttons on those, just like we did in the front there. Or sorry, 2 wooden buttons like that, which kind of give a little bit more of a closer coloration to gold rather than stone buttons. So just like that for that. Now coming to these kind of like little wing parts that kind of stick out here. What we want to do for these is we want to go ahead and take our stone brick half slabs. We're going to go ahead and go to the stone brick stair. We're going to place down a stone brick half slab that comes out like this. And then after the stone brick half slab, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone brick half slabs going back like that. We then want to place down 2 stone half slabs like so. After that, we're going to go ahead and go out to our 3rd stone brick half slab. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 back like this, followed by 2 stone half slabs like that. After you have that done, go into our 3rd stone brick half slab here, and place down a stone brick half slab that comes out of it, followed by 1 more that goes back, and then a stone half slab like this, and then just 1 stone half slab that sticks out like that. So going ahead and looking at it from above, we should get something looking like that. And you guys can really start to see the Saab 37 Viggen is really starting to come together. You got the wings on, which are kind of the prominent design for it. So you can really start to see this thing's taking shape. But anyways, guys, that's it for this, and let's go ahead and move on to layer 6. Alright guys, so go ahead and move on to the next layer here. We'll be going ahead and moving on to layer 6. Now for layer 6, we're going to go ahead and start off by going ahead and going to this second polished andesite block here. We're going to place down a stone brick half slab on top of it. After that, you're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of these light gray stained glass full blocks back. Going ahead and go into these first 4 light gray stained glass full blocks. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 light gray stained glass panes like that. Now, going ahead and going next to this light gray stained glass full block here, you should have this one that sticks out like this. We're going to place down a stone brick half slab on either side. Going back from that light gray stained glass full block, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 of these polished andesite blocks back, followed by 2 black wool blocks and then 2 stone brick top slabs going back as well down the center. With that done, after the stone brick half slab, we're going to place down a second half slab like this, followed by 1, 2, 3 stone brick stairs like this, and then a stone brick corner stair like so. Once you have that done, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 polished andesite full blocks, followed by a stone brick stair like this, which will turn to a corner stair by placing down a stone brick stair right here, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone brick stairs back like that. Once you have that done on top, or come off this black wool block right here, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull on either side, followed by 1 and 2 stone brick stairs like this as well. After that, next to the stone brick top slab on either side, we're going to place down a stone brick, or sorry, a skeleton skull just like that. Going ahead and going back up here to this section after this, after these cobblestone full blocks right here, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone brick half slabs, which are basically on top of these 4 polished andesite blocks. And then coming off that row 4, we're going to place down a skeleton skull on either side, coming off that stone brick half slab, just like that. Once you guys get that done, that's going to pretty much do it for layer 6. And with that, let's go ahead and move on to layer 7. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to our next layer here, we have layer 7. Now for layer 7, what we want to do is we want to go and start off by going to the second light gray stained glass full block. We're going to place down a nether brick half slab on top of it. After that nether brick half slab, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 light gray stained glass full blocks, and on the sides of those those 3 light gray stained glass full blocks, we're just going to put down light gray stained glass panes like that going along. After that, we're going to place down 1 and 2 stone brick half slabs, followed by a stone brick stair. We then want to place down an iron trap door, and we're actually going to place down a lever that's facing this direction. You may have to, flip your lever back if it's facing forward, which may open the iron trap doors, so you can just go and break them and replace them, and they'll look just like this. And then again, an iron trap door after it, like this. We then want to place down 2 stone brick half slabs, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 of these polished andesite blocks back all the way to the stone brick top slab, followed by 1 stone brick top slab come off this polished andesite block, just like that. Once you guys have that all done, that's going to basically do it for layer 7. And with that, we'll go and move on to our last final layers here, which will be layers 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. We'll put the tip of basically the top of the vertical stabilizer on and all that stuff, and we'll finish this build. We'll finish the main body up and pretty much be good to go. So with that, let's go ahead and move on to our last final layers. Alright guys, so moving on to layers 8 through 13. For these layers, we're going to go ahead and start off by going ahead and go into our polished andesite blocks. We're going to go ahead and go back to our 4th one here. On top of that 4th polished andesite block, we're going to place down a stone brick stair like this, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4 polished andesite blocks. We're then going to place down 1 and 2 cobblestone walls, followed by a stone brick stair, just like that. Going ahead and going up, we're going to place down a stone brick stair on top of this polished andesite block, followed by 1, 2, and 3 polished andesite full blocks, followed by 2 stone brick top slabs coming off those last 2 polished andesite blocks. After that, we're going to place down 2 cobblestone walls, going back like this, followed by 2 iron trap doors, just like this, going back like that on your side. So you get something that kind of looks like that for the side there. Going ahead and going up to our next layer, we're going to go ahead and place down a iron trap door on top of this stone brick stair. We're going to place down, actually, my bad, we don't do that quite yet. We want to go ahead and actually break that iron trap door. We're going to go ahead and go to this polished andesite block, place down 1 stone brick stair on top of it. We want to go ahead and grab ourselves some black wool. We're going to place down 1 and 2 that go back, followed by 1 and 2 cobblestone walls like this. After you have that done on top of this stone brick stair, we're now going to place down the iron trap door, followed by a stone brick stair, and then a polished andesite block. After you have that done again, 2 cobblestone walls going back like so. Going up to your next layer, we're going to place down a stone brick stair on top of this polished andesite block, followed by 1 and 2 polished andesite blocks back from the stone brick stair. On top of those blocks here, these 2 polished andesite blocks, we're going to place down a narrow brick stair like this, and then a black wool block behind it. So you get something that kind of looks just like that. And once you guys have that done, that's going to basically do it for the main design here for the Saab 37 Viggen. As you guys can see, you have your main kind of fuselage set up and ready to go. One thing I'm going to go ahead and cover, though, before we get into the landing gear is how to put the missiles on the wings, as you guys can see located on those hard points. Very simple stuff to do. So I'll be showing you guys how to do that, and then we'll move on to the landing gear. We'll pretty much be good to go. So with that, let's go ahead and move on to the hard points on the wings, and then we'll go ahead and go down to our landing gear. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to putting the hard points on the wings. Now, very simply, we're just going to go ahead and pretty much build these. Now, I would recommend if you guys want to have these kind of put on or whatever with, you know, out the missiles or anything like that. Your main thing you're probably going to want to do is just take stone brick half slabs and put them down like this. They'll definitely kind of show the hard points what we're trying to get at and something like that. So you can just go ahead and kind of pull something like that off. With our hard points, though, we have white missiles, and I wanted to make sure that I have the missiles, so you can see I kind of use these stone brick stairs, which look something like that, and they work really nice for the hard points. Plus the I don't like the full block looking design there, so I went ahead and put some stairs in. Now, what I did here for the missiles, for those of you guys that want to know how to actually do them, we're gonna go ahead and start off by going to this section here of the plane. So you can see here I put the black wool blocks on top of where they're gonna go. So you have these end rods right here for the skeleton skull. You're going to go ahead and go to the 3 stone brick half slabs going back from it. And we're just going to place down 3 quartz stairs underneath these 3 stone brick half slabs. Very simple design, something just like that. Going out toward the front here, we're just going to place down 1 and 2 of these quartz half slabs, followed by another brick half slab like that. Once you have that done on either side of this quartz half slab right here, we're going to place down a skeleton skull on either side. After that, we want to go ahead and grab ourselves a dark oak wood fence gate. We're going to go ahead and go from the back of the stair. We're going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate, open up like this, and go over on this side. We're going to repeat the same process. So we get something that looks just like that. And on the back of this, or on the side of the stair, we're going to place down a skeleton skull going back just like that. And that's going to be your first missile on the very outer part of the wing. Okay guys, so for our next missile here, we're going to go ahead and start off by going to the bottom of the wing underneath here. Now we have this first blue wool block here that's kind of part of the symbol. Now we're just going to place down a quartz stair that comes off of it or on the bottom of it like this, followed by 1 and 2 that go out toward the front. So you have something that kind of looks like that from the underneath section. Something just like that is what you guys want. Now when you have that done, we're going to go ahead and place down a total of 1 and 2 quartz half slabs coming off of it, followed by another brick half slab like that. After you guys have that all done, we then want to go ahead and go to the rear here, and we just want to place down a total of 1, 2, and 3 of these quartz half slabs, or top slabs, sorry, that go back just like that. We also want to go ahead and grab ourselves some of these dark oak fence gates, and coming off of this half slab right here on your side, we're going to place down a dark oak fence gate, just like this on your side. And we also want to go ahead and grab ourselves a dark oak fence gate. And just to double check to make sure I do this right, we want to go ahead and go to the back here, this last quartz stair right here, and we're going to place down a dark oak fence gate that's opened up that comes off of it on your side, just like that, for that for the missile. And once you guys have that done, that's going to pretty much do it for the missiles on the wings. Very simple design. You copy that same design, take it over to the other side, and you'll pretty much have your missiles on the wings and be good to go for the vehicle if you want it airborne. If you want to have this thing landed on the ground, I'll be showing you guys how to put the landing gear on next. So with that, let's go ahead and move on to putting the landing gear on. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to the landing gear. Now, if you went ahead and built this thing exactly right and listened to everything I said beforehand, you should have everything working out and everything lined up perfectly. And this is what your aircraft should look pretty much on the ground at this point. Now, what you want to make sure that, just to double check your spacing and make sure you have everything right, this lower bomb portion here should be 1 block off the ground, as you guys can see right here. The kind of main part of the fuselage, layer 3, should be a total of 3 blocks off the ground. If you guys have that perfectly correct, then you guys know for sure that you guys are on the right track, and you guys have everything perfect, and you can put the landing gear on with no problems. If not, you're gonna have to fix stuff. So I do apologize for that. Though I did tell you guys in the beginning to correct that stuff and all that. Now, what we want to do for this is we're gonna go ahead and start off by going to this block right here. So basically, this first section here, you have your nether brick half slab. This whole line right here, it's basically your 1, 2, 3, 4, and your 5th polished andesite block from this black wool block right here. We're going to place down a polished andesite block that goes down like this, followed by a cobblestone wall, and we will need to go ahead and grab ourselves a stone brick half slab. And we're just going to place down a stone brick top slab on the bottom there, just like that, followed by a block of coal on your side like this, and then a stone button on your side of that block of coal. We then want to place down a nice iron frame like this on the cobblestone wall, followed by a glass block just like that. Once you guys have that done, we want to go ahead and go out to the sides here. We're going to place down a dark oak fence gate opened up on either side of this polished andesite block, just like that. We also want to place down a lever coming off this polished andesite block, going up like this, and then we're going to break these 3 polished andesite blocks that would be in this space right here. And we're just going to take stone brick top slabs and place down a row 3 in that space right there. You see the space where the lever is kind of going up like this? This polished andesite block that's directly above it, we're actually going to break that, and we're going to replace that with a stone brick upside down stair like that. So you get something that kind of looks like this for kind of connecting up and going in like that. After you have that done, we're going to place some iron trap doors on the bottom of these stairs. So we have 1, 2, and 3 iron trap doors, and then same thing over here, 1, 2, and 3 iron trap doors, just like that. Once you guys have that all done, that's going to basically do it for the front part of the landing gear. And with that, let's go ahead and move on to the rear wheels. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to the rear wheels. Now the rear wheels themselves are a little bit different. They're still pretty simple. They should be pretty easy for you guys, but again, they're a little bit tricky on just trying to figure out what blocks you need to break exactly. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to break out the blocks and spaces that we're going to need to actually put the landing gear in. For this, we're going to break this stone brick stair, so we're going to go to this bottom section underneath here. You have these 2 stone brick stairs and 2 half slabs. This section right in here, we're going to break this stone brick stair right here, followed by these 2 stone brick half slabs. We then want to break 1, 2, 3, and 4 of these polished andesite blocks right above here, and we're going to replace those with stone brick upside down stairs. We then want to break the row of polished andesite blocks right in front of it, just like this, and then we're going to place down a row of 4 here of stone brick top slabs, just like that. Once you guys have that done, we're going to break these 2 polished andesite blocks that are kind of in the center of that row 4, kind of come off it. We're going to place down 2 stone brick upside down stairs like that. This right here is the space where the wheels would fold up into, so that's kind of what we're trying to represent there with that kind of gap going inside there like that. Now with that finished, we want to place down 1, 2, and 2 of these cobblestone walls like this. So we're going to place down there 2 that go down like so. And just to double check here, I'm going to make sure that I get this right. So yeah, we have 2 of these rows like this. Then when you get to this point right here, we want to go ahead and place down stone brick stairs. So we're going to place down 1 and 2 stone brick stairs, just like that. Then come off this stone brick stair here, we're going to place down a nether brick stair like this, followed by an upside down stair underneath it, and then 2 nether brick stairs on the back of them to create your first wheel. This section here, we're going to go ahead and kind of do the same thing. So nether brick upside down stair, a stair on top, and then same thing over here on this side, just like that for that. Once you guys have that all finished, we then want to go ahead and just do like the panel here that would kind of close up. So for this, very simply, we're going to place down 2 stone brick stairs upside down on top of those nether brick stairs there, and then 2 polished andesite blocks going up from them, just like that, to go ahead and kind of make the landing gear, which looks something just like that. And that's going to be on both sides there, so go ahead and copy that same design over to both sides. And what you guys do, you have your landing gear pretty much complete for the aircraft, and you'll have the aircraft overall done. Anyways guys, that's going to pretty much do it for my tutorial for the Saab JA 37 Viggen. Hopefully you guys do enjoy the design for it. I think it came out really nice. I think it's a beautiful aircraft, and definitely is a cool addition to our Modern Warfare vehicles and all that stuff. So anyways, hopefully you guys do enjoy it. Again, I want to wish a happy birthday to the person that requested this vehicle. Thank you so much for requesting it, and hopefully you had a great birthday, man. I do apologize for the delay, but hopefully you still nonetheless enjoyed the tutorial. Other than that, guys, if you guys do end up using this design, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. This can be anything from a sign of the build to link to my channel or this video if this is for any social media sites. Just be sure to get proper credit for the build. That's all I ask for when doing these tutorials. It helps my channel grow, and it helps me continue to produce this content. So if you definitely want to see more in the future, be sure to go ahead and give me credit, as it draws more attention to my channel and allows my channel to grow and all that stuff. So anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett 2x4, and I'll see you guys next time.